Almost every person has a smartphone these days, and if you don't have one, it might just be time to get one. Two of the big boys in the tech smartphone world launched their new devices, the Nokia Lumia and the LG G2.
Here we go, kids. Are you ready? It's time for another smartphone showdown. This week's handset deathmatch features two titans of the smartphone photography industry. One is a newcomer, the other is the incumbent. On the red corner, weighing in at 143 grams, we have the LG, it's not a jet, G2. And in the blue corner, weighing in at a chubby 185 grams, please welcome the Nokia, look at my bright colors, Lumia 920. Round one, display. The Lumia 920 might look impressive to the average punter at first glance with its lovely IPS LCD display. But with Android technology, the G2 packs a harder punch in every department. It nails the Lumia on sheer size, beating out the Lumia's 4.5-inch screen by 0.7 inches. The smaller border around the screen of the G2 makes for more viewing pleasure. Bigger is better, of course. It also kills the Lumia on the pixel front, cramming a 423 ppi pixel density on a 1080 by 1920 screen. The Lumia's 768 by 1280 resolution with a pixel density of 332 ppi is nice, but not nearly nice enough in this contest. That said, it's a dead heat on the durability front, with both phones sporting scratch-resistant Corning Gorilla Glass. Enter round two, with the G2 leading on points. When it comes to battery life, the Lumia wears its 2000 megahertz battery very, very well, with a talk time of 17 hours. It's one of the reasons why it remains one of Nokia's most popular handsets, but it's the G2 landing the hardest hook once more with a monstrous 3000 megahertz battery, pumping out a talk time of 24 hours. And the G2 extends that dominance under the hood with 4 cores and a 2.26 gigahertz processor, trumping the Lumia's 2 cores with 1.5 gigahertz of processing. Consider also that the G2 packs double the Lumia's complement of RAM at 2 gigs and sports Bluetooth 4, which is, you know, very mean. It's surprising that the G2 is pipped by the Lumia on the storage front with a maximum disk space of 24 gigs as opposed to the Lumia's 32. That fact is even more surprising when one considers that the G2 is rocking a 13 megapixel camera over the Lumia's 8, which would make for significantly larger JPEG sizes. Still, that's barely one round for the Lumia over the G2. But heck, we could live with all of that. The fact that the Lumia remains competitive is testament to the fact that it is still one of the best Windows mobile phones that you can buy. The knockout comes with the price. Apart from specials and promotions, the majority of retailers are still flogging the Lumia 920 for around 8,000 Rand, whereas the LG G2 is flying off the shelves for £1 less.